But let's look at Bitcoin right here, right now. As you can see, Bitcoin is sitting at 65,559. I have talked about for the last month or close to a month, the Bitcoin weekly support is $65,500. I want to see a weekly candle close at that level. Let's see where we close the weekly candle that just closed. You still have 6 days and 23 hours on that new candle. And let's just see. So here's the new... Yeah, this is the new candle. Wait, no, that's the old candle, 67. So, Bitcoin, I think, closed at 67. I don't know where it closed at, but hold on. Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin closed below 65.5, I believe. That's not a good sign for the weekly. And it closed right at that weekly support at 65.5. And we did go way below it, down to 60,500. So you went $5,000 below that weekly support. So it's likely, in my opinion, that we're dumping to the downside. Also, the weekly chart has more downside. But I do believe the 3-day chart for Bitcoin's oversold. The 2-day chart for Bitcoin's oversold. The daily's really oversold. So it's likely that, you know, you could still hold this level on the weekly time frame. This is the bullpen I had on Bitcoin on the daily. To me, you basically broke to the downside, but this could also be a double bottom. This is a bullish scenario that this is a double bottom at 60,584, which is that's another great support right there. So 65.5 is strong support, and now it's about to become resistance unless you get back above it. And 60,600 is, in my opinion, even stronger support than 65.5. So really, you could say we're still above weekly support, but I am not very bullish unless Bitcoin is really above 65.5. So the next support, if you don't get back above 65.5, is back down to 60,600, and below that 57,000 is the next support. If you get back above 65,500, your next resistance is 71,365. So that's kind of what I'm looking at this. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I said if you close a weekly candle above 65,500, I believe we're going to start our journey to the upside. That could still be at play here with this double bottom, and then we could get back into this pennant, and this could just be a bearish fake out, trying to get a bunch of people to short, and then we just go to the upside. It's possible. But right now, if Bitcoin is not above 65,500, I would not be long, and it is pretty much that simple. I mean, you're at that level right now. So let's go to the smaller time frames and kind of see what's going on. The 4-hour chart, I don't like where the 4-hour chart is. The 4-hour chart suggests you do roll over here. Like that's about to make a lower high. The previous high in the 4-hour time frame was 71,365, which I just said is weekly, or it's not weekly, but it is resistance to the upside. So to me, the 4-hour chart looks bearish to me. The 8-hour chart has gas. The 12-hour chart has gas. The daily has gas. But like the 4-hour and under, it looks bearish. We'll see what happens. The higher time frames could overtake the 4-hour, but that's what I'm looking at. So really, if you want to be bullish, you have to get back above 65,500, and then your next resistance, really on the macro scale, is 71,365. And if you don't get back above 65.5, I'm looking for 60,584, and then 57K. And I do know, I looked at Bookmap before the stream, that says we have more orders at 52,000 than above us. So Bookmap suggests, and that we go to the downside. So we'll see what happens. But I'm more, if I had to take a call right now, I'd be short or not in a position. I wouldn't be long. But the daily is ready to bounce, so that could happen. You could also be saying we're in a double bottom, and then you get back into the bullpen. So anything's possible. But if you don't get back above 65.5, I'd be looking for more downside. Right now, it's trying to flip that, so we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much my higher time frame analysis. So that's what I'd be watching out for right now, is 65,500 to flip into support. That's really all I got, and that is where I stand on Bitcoin.